Let us now welcome Mr. Brajesh Kumar. He is the Senior Vice President for Business Development and Commercial Renewables at Apraava Energy. He is responsible for the business development of Apraava Energy's greenfield renewable energy projects in India. His core focus currently lies in standalone and hybrid projects based on wind energy, solar energy, and energy storage. Mr. Kumar will talk on market dynamics, competitiveness, and regulatory policies and its disadvantages.
So, Apraava, we are a joint venture company between CLP Holdings Hong Kong and CDBQ from Canada. We are the two large institutions have been in the market for a while. CLP Holdings have been it's all generic company having operations for more than 20 years and having Asia Pacific operations. And what Apraava we do in India, we are quite diversified power utility where we are present in the generation space where we are as well as renewables, wind, solar, and coal power plants to be to our transmission assets. And recently we have entered into waste meters as well. So this is the power. What we're talking about today is market dynamics and competitiveness. So before I begin, let's go to the fundamentals of economics that we all looked at. And this is not going to be very different in the city market. I will not touch upon it from the distribution space because it's quite heavily regulated. And that's where we will also make it up in second part of the topic on regulatory policy and disadvantages. While when we talk about generation space, that's where the classic economic really should broken up. And there are quite a few fundamentals that one should look at macroeconomics. The market could have very strong fundamentals and India being the large market to offer some of these opportunities where there have been long-term regulations and policies for more than 20-25 years, which our previous speakers have also. There is a big market in the form of demand and supply. We do see almost a 150 crores people to serve electricity. So they, from the demand perspective, they resolve it. And then you look at demand both from direct demand when we see our per capita electricity consumption is one of the lowest in the world when you compare with the leading economies. We are one third of the world ranks by 1/8 of the consumption way to go. And then we have later demands as the market is opening up, out of manufacturing, and that's where we see supply pressure coming in. And then we also look at the supply chain and local support. I think all of that is present in India, except I think South Africa, where we see all the reaching China for the solar modules. But that's not the case only for India. But if you look at US, most of these markets are import from China. We are not different. We are catching up. Also, we've been talking about pretty much sustainable industry. So when you look at two baskets, one is wind, one is solar, and then we look at the hybrid projects in that context. And then you see wind is pretty much as Ajay also spoke about industry is largely domesticated, internalized. We do have significant operations. But at the same time, when industry mature, they have their own problems that we have seen. The wind industry, the FIT went up quite unsustainable level and then spirit put into the water in the form of twin space contributing, which actually the number was ready. Left the third down. And what we are seeing either in the form of standalone projects or as a part of hybrid project. I think that's a positive change. Solar, of course, have been strategized all along the last 10 to 12 years. And what we are seeing, there was slow down because of some import restrictions or maybe some issues in China. But as again picked up, so as hybrid projects will take shape, then we will see solar and wind together will make a market. So from the market perspective, this is a huge market. The number of opportunities available. Of course, there's your issue with the auto platform, if you like to talk about. But then you look at the interest from the market, the players like us. So when I look at myself, like Apraava entity, when we entered in renewable 18 years back, I think the startup of Apraava Energy were the only two renewable activities, and we were the only foreign activity in the market. And with this less than gigawatt, but afterwards, when the market opened up, the new government came in and they have opened the market with a lot more visibility on the policy side. I think that's where we have seen sudden increase of request from the overseas players. If you look at today, there are a number of foreign players, there are domestic players, there are platforms which have been by a lot of global firms. These are all operating in the market and they have a pipeline more than a gigawatt. At least I can count 20, 30 odd players who are large players. And what we are also looking at from a dynamics perspective, as the players are gaining experience, they are either doing over integration. So when you talk about the people like Renewable, Anan, so they are venturing into other different domains, and therefore making it interesting from the market perspective, how what form, which shape it is going to take. Then there's a backward integration where the players are getting into the manufacturing of the turbines or the modules. And then we're also looking at the inside-ward diversification players are getting into leading aggressive product. So from the market perspective, overall basis, this look very interesting to see. And that's where India is getting a lot of attention. Because that kind of activity we are not seeing anywhere else in the world except one or two markets. So that is pretty interesting. But as Ajay ji has also pointed out, there are implementation issues, and therefore, at least those have to work out to make sure the planning and execution more hand in hand, and that's where we see the executional part. When we look at the second aspect about the competitiveness, then we look at the tariffs that we are seeing in the market today. I think these are one of the most competitive tariffs that you could see anywhere in the world given the fundamentals. Of course, when you go and then start comparing the input cost and the final tariff, numbers could be different. But given the input cost parameters, I think India is having one of the most competitive tariff when the point of generation is concerned. Of course, when the point of generation to the point of consumption, there are a lot of inefficiencies in the form of technical losses, or that we will not see significant change in the tariff that is paid by the retail users, So your electricity variables come to the end users like me or any of us who are drawing this call. That wouldn't have been changed significantly in the last 10 years. I would say it would have rather increased. The renewables are making a definite change at the point of generation. And as the blend increases, we would see some rationalization over a period of time as the things evolve. Now coming to the last part of my topic, which is regulatory policies and disadvantages. That's very interesting. Of course, regulations play a major role in terms of formation of the market itself. Without the regulations, I can't imagine what the wind industry would have looked like if there had been no effort. I think it had played its own part. While we are also looking at there is a fair play of regulations just supporting the competitive bidding process in terms of market discovery process. I think electricity as a commodity, we will continue to get regulated. But of course, there's a lot more to learn from the developed market, like we can refer to the UK market, we can refer to the Australian markets, and put the learning in perspective of Indian market and adopt the best practices which can work for India, given that the size of the market, given the imperfections of the market are slightly different. Therefore, if we look at all of these things in perspective, I think we would be able to see some of these best practices from the world for the betterment of the market operations. I won't see significant disadvantage, but only one thing that we see where bring change must be brought is about the distribution of the retail business of the in the power sector. That's where some changes has to be brought in terms of operation efficiencies have to be brought, accountability has to be brought, and therefore some form of competition be in the form of segregation of the responsibilities, the franchising model. So I think that is the space that we have to look at, and there's a lot more political skill wise, and that's where we have we to see how the market can help opening or betterment of the district. So that's it from my side in the opening speech. Other things will evolve, possibly will contribute more. And thank you for your listening and thank you for the questions.
Thank you, Mr. Brajesh Kumar, for the detailed analysis on market dynamics, competitiveness, and regulatory policies and its disadvantages.